Hello, Grace family. Happy Tuesday to you. Today we're going to be in 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 16. Again, that's 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 16. And as you're turning there, just a couple things to share with you. Number one, this Tuesday video is brought to you by the Word of God and sponsored by Joanne Shaw and Sue Gary. So thank you, ladies. Also want to remind you that this coming Sunday, May 16th, is a voters meeting, and the voters meeting will center around the approval of the budget for the next fiscal year. So that'll be this Sunday, the 16th at 11:30 a.m. in the sanctuary. There will not be a Zoom option. Also want to let you know that there's movement on the policy-based governance front. The new governing documents, the new constitution, the new bylaws have been worked on, have been prepared, have been approved by the PBG committee, by the admin council, and by the board of elders. So we will be distributing copies of the proposed new constitution and bylaws to the congregation. And the month of June, we'll have a town hall on that. And then later in the month of June, we'll have a voters meeting on that. So thank the Lord that there's movement there. We're going to move forward along in this process as requested and as suggested. But with that, let's turn to 2 Samuel chapter 7. We're going to be reading verse 16. Verse 16 says this, "And your house and your kingdom shall be made sure forever before me. Your throne shall be established forever." Again, 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 16, "And your house and your kingdom shall be made sure forever before me. Your throne shall be established forever." Let's just deal with a few of the pragmatics of the text, and then on Friday we'll clear up the rest of the meaning and interpretation of this. But let's start with the pragmatics here on this Tuesday video. There's a your and there's a me, there's somebody speaking. So what's going on here? Well, here in 2 Samuel chapter 7, the Lord is speaking to the prophet Nathan. And the Lord is telling the prophet Nathan to say these words to David. So we'll look here in verse 8 of chapter 7. "Now therefore thus you, prophet Nathan, shall say to my servant David." So this is the Lord speaking to David through the prophet Nathan. So with those pragmatics of the text, let's reread verse 16 with some understanding about who the your is, David, and who the me is, the Lord, and who is saying these words, the Lord, through the prophet Nathan. Verse 16, "And your house and your kingdom shall be made sure forever before me. Your throne shall be established forever." So the Lord, speaking through the prophet Nathan, is telling David that his throne will be established forever. That is verse 16 of 2 Samuel chapter 7, and we'll take a further, greater look at this verse in the Friday video. Until then, have a wonderful week. God bless.